Oh, fuck, it's that time again. Jingle bells, motherfucker. This time I got my iPhone watching a little Netflix. And what's worse than being sick on the holidays? Watching a bullshit Christmas movie called Santa Paws. That's what's worse. Fuck, where to begin with this shit? Basically, the movie starts off sad. Santa gets a little telegram that his best friend, Mr. fucking Hufflepuff, Hucklebuckle, whatever the fuck it is, has passed away. Right off the bat, there's a death and everybody's sad. This might not be that bad. Apparently, Mr. Hucklebuckle decides to give Santa a gift, and it's a stuffed dog, which I assume is gonna end up being Santa Paws. Now, 2 minutes into this movie, I already see how this fucking hunk of vomit is gonna go. Oh, so Mr. Hucklebuckle's grandson inherits the store that the Hucklebuckle, he had owned a fucking toy store. Anyway, he's from LA, he hates Christmas, yada yada yada, a bunch of fucking bullshit. And he wants to sell it, but he can't sell it unless he owns it and makes a profit on one holiday season. Of course, he gets all pissy, and the guy telling him all this information says, hey, don't worry, your kids will love it. And then the guy and his wife, the Hucklebuckles, they say, oh, the mom, she goes, oh man, you know what? We haven't been blessed with children yet. Cut to the very next scene. We're in an orphanage. Done. I'm already fucking done with this shit. How goddamn obvious can you be? So we have this little orphan girl named Quinn who gets sent to a little foster home with a bunch of other girls. And guess what? The foster lady, the foster mom, Miss Stout. Miss Stout's her name. She's evil. Oh, she doesn't like Christmas either. She hates toys. There is one scene that's pretty fucking savage. This chick, she takes a stuffed toy from one of the girls upstairs and she throws it in a fucking incinerator. That bitch lights that chick's doll on fire. Oh yeah, there it is. Alright, finally we get back to the dog, the stuffed dog. Santa takes him and puts a little kryptonite fucking crystal or some shit around his neck. And there's this giant crystal that puts magic and turns him to life. And there we have Paws. Paws is born. But wait a minute, if you look closely at everyone else, Paws has a crystal. Santa and Mrs. Claus also have the crystal. How obvious can you be letting everybody know that Mrs. and Mrs. Claus are fake? I mean, first a penis on Little Mermaid's castle, and now you ruin Christmas. You're the worst, Disney. They're as real as a goddamn stuffed dog. Am I done with this fucking movie yet? So Santa's got some kind of a meeting down in New York City, so he takes Paws that go down to New York, and of course he gets hit by a fucking car. He gets knocked loopy, he's got amnesia, doesn't know who he is. Oh my god, this is fucking flashbacks of last year with that Santa Claus movie. I do have to give him some credit though, there's a funny scene where the dog's looking for help and he sees a little midget walking down the street. Sorry if that's politically incorrect, but the motherfucker was a midget. And he goes chasing after the little guy because he thinks he's an elf. Maybe it was just me that laughed. I don't know, I thought it was pretty funny. Did I mention I have the flu right now? That's legit, no joke, I'm fucking sick as fuck. So while Santa's knocked out, some homeless guy comes up and he steals Santa's kryptonite crystal. So Santa finally gets up, he doesn't know who he is, he stumbles around, and he stumbles into the Hucklebuckle toy store. Really fucking convenient. And if you want to get even more convenient, they happen to give him a job at the store as an in-store Santa, where the kids come in, sit on his lap, and fucking jerk him around. So the next day, the little orphan girls, they come into the store, and the one girl sits on Santa's lap, and her voice is annoying as fuck.
I'd like it if you could give Will that mic in the window. She's really nice, even if she doesn't believe in Santa. And the girls at the foster home need something to cheer them up, like a puppy or something.
I'm gonna level with you. I have never in my life wanted to beat the shit out of a little girl as much as I did when I heard her fucking voice. There's one little scene I got talking about where Paws, he runs into some 3 stray dogs, right? One of them is a dog with black shaggy hair, and he's got a Rastafarian voice. You fucking racist, Disney.
Yeah, man, and that'd be the Tooth Fairy.
You fucking racist. And over halfway in the movie, the fucking little orphan girl breaks out to a goddamn musical. The first song, this ain't a fucking musical, little girl. Then all the other little orphans jump in. They're all singing. How the fuck did they prepare? Did they practice that song?
Memories, there'll be laughter, there'll be song. We'll go caroling all night long.
I got the sweaty shits right now. I think this scene right here where they're all dancing, singing and shit, I think this proved their parents are better off where the fuck they are. Could be out getting a pack of cigarettes or it could be 6 feet under. Either way, hey, they better off than with them fucking kids. Paws and the orphan girl, they hook up, not like that. Anyway, they go into the foster home, and guess what? Miss Stout, the mean old foster lady, breaks in and catches him with the dog. She comes up and she pulls that kryptonite crystal right off Paws and throws him in the basement. And the next morning, he's a stuffed fucking dog again. Luckily, Eli, who is the head elf, by the way, heads to New York to save the fucking day. The ruthless Miss Stout, man, she takes the stuffed dog and throws it in the incinerator. That bitch gonna burn Paws. But before Paws catches on fire, little Quinn's her name, the little Quinn orphan girl, crawls in and pulls it right out the last second before it caught on fire. You know what? I was kind of hoping she would kind of fall in and get half burned on her face and be a weird, kind of a two-faced little Christmas character where she kind of seeks revenge, killing everybody who doesn't believe in Santa Claus. Not gonna lie, I'd watch that over this shit. Santa Claus is dying because he doesn't have his crystal anymore. And Eli and the gang, they break into the hospital and kidnap Santa. Yeah, I'm not making that up. That happened. They find the homeless guy and he's nice now. And he gives the crystal back, but it's not working on Santa. So they get up with Paws and Paul says, "Take my crystal, I'll sacrifice myself." My sacrifice. That's a good old Creed reference right there. Are you tearing up yet? No, neither am I. So this shit just pisses me off. Santa comes to life. Guess what? The dog's stuck. He heads back to the North Pole and takes the dog, puts the crystal around its neck, and tries to go to the giant crystal thing, and it starts up, and it just doesn't bring back Paws. Paws comes to life, and guess how? It's not the fucking crystal. A single tear comes out of Santa's eye and drips down into the ground, and the place butt fucking explodes. Magic shooting fucking everywhere, and then boom, Paws comes back to life. But guess what? He ain't no puppy anymore. He's fucking 8 years older now. He's a grown-ass dog. Why? I don't need to think it. Oh, it doesn't need to make sense. It's a stupid fucking Christmas movie. Anyway, to wrap this bullshit up, the Hucklebuckles, the ones that can't have a kid, guess what? They adopted 2 girls. Fucking shocker. Santa and Santa Paws go on to deliver the presents around the fucking globe. Guess what? Shocker. I guess everyone just lived happily ever fucking after, huh? Even the fucking homeless guy turned nice. You see, that's the problem with this movie. Anyone who was watching it could have seen this is exactly how it would have been laid out. This could have been a 20 fucking minute short. It didn't have to be an hour and 40 fucking minutes. Wasting my fucking time. Honestly, if I hadn't watched this film just now, I probably would not want to hurt several fucking children right this instant. Now hey, you gotta look at the bright side. At least this year's Christmas NETSHITS beat last year's because dogs always beat cats. Always, motherfucker.